Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, August 4th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is every day in every way I have the opportunity to expand in love. And today we have some interesting astro things going on. I think the most interesting aspect is something that's really getting us set up for the eclipse and what I think is one of the big lessons in the eclipse. And this is an inconjunct that we have between Mercury retrograde in Leo and Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Inconjunct energy is when we are not seeing eye to eye, and it's kind of like we have to find some resolution, but we're coming at it from two different ways. And what really comes up for me in and through this inconjunct energy was actually the quote initially from Jimi Hendrix when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And it took me actually on a little trip to somebody else, Sri Chinmoy, apparently, who had a different variation of that. When the power of love divinely replaces the love of power, man will have a new name, God. And apparently he would talk about his books. He said, my books, they all have one message. The heart's power of love must replace the mind's love of power. If I have the power of love, then I shall claim the whole world as my own. World peace can be achieved when the power of love replaces the love of power. So it took me kind of down that rabbit hole, and it's all basically the same thought, but put different ways. And sometimes when it's, in order to really take something in, we do have to hear these things over and over again so that we can get them embodied, even in our cells. Our cells are always listening, and so we want to embody these energies. This, to me, is what this inconjunction is about. The world structures are changing right now. They are shifting in major ways, and right now, everything is pushing us to remember the truth of love. And this, in particular, is asking us to bring in, as part of our personal foundation, as part of our personal power, structure, rebuilding within ourselves, the replacement of love from the things that we think give us power, and all of the things that we think are important in our life. Somebody was saying something, it was actually on one of my videos, and somebody was mentioning time. We've given so much power to time, which is this illusionary thing that we've created a structure and a system around. But if we gave that much precedence to love, like what would happen? What would happen? This is an opportunity. We're coming to those places where we in ourselves as well can find the places where we do not come eye to eye with love. We have to face these energies within ourselves first in order to truly shift. So just be willing to notice in and through this where you may be still giving in to powers that be. Now this is going to be building through this next week into a yod, finger of God, finger of fate, and that yod is pointing right at the Leo energy, reminding us that this is important. Right now, it's building. We have Pallas moving into position, Pallas bringing us into the energy of the patriarchy and reminding us that we all carry a heart of patriarchy within us, and there is the power of love, patriarchy, and there is the love of power, patriarchy. And so we get to make a shift in and through ourselves to choose what is appropriate for ourselves at this time. All right, so besides that, we have a lot going on. Good thing that the moon is in Taurus, because that grounding energy, that connection to the earth, is going to be very helpful. The electrical energies are going up the wazoo. We are about to have Mercury go into its perigee state, the place where it's in its orbit closest to the earth. Especially being Mercury retrograde at this time, we definitely may have some Mercury mayhem going on. Remember, I like to say Mercury is probably the most mischievous planet, and if there's mischief to be had, Mercury's like, I'm at it. If we can face these things, the mayhem, from that sense of mischief and silliness and playfulness, and have the patience, it bodes a lot better for us. So just be patient with your technology and conversations throughout this weekend. So that's number one. Two, we're going to have later on Sunday, it looks like 6:31 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday, the moon shifting into Gemini. So that's going to take us up another octave of this electrical energy. We have Uranus preparing to go retrograde, which also increases the electrical energies. Mars actually in the sign of Aquarius, and it's interacting with all these things, which is bringing up the electrical energy as well as these eclipses. So the electrical energy is really intense. Grounding, utilizing this connection that we have to the earth right now through the moon, in and through ourselves. That is what's going to help you and support you. Taking care of your physical nervous system. I showed it actually on I did a Patreon. No, I don't know what I did with it. But I have these little nerve pills from Highlands. They're homeopathic medicine. That really helps me when my nervous system starts going like this. Ultimately, this is increasing your frequency. Ultimately, it's helping you shake off the old. Shake off the old cellular energies, these old connections that no longer work. But it can also really feel kind of stressful and anxiety bringing. So the grounding, the connection, the knowing that this is meant to happen and it's happening to everybody and not just you, I think that helps. I got a mahalo bouncing on the bed, trying to find his way onto camera. I have this sitting on the bed for me right now, and I'm sitting on the floor, trying to find my place in this place to do these videos. Anyways, so the rest of the connections really do have to, I don't know what I'm saying, really do connect with the moon. They're all lunar connections. We have the sun square the moon, we have the moon opposite Jupiter, the moon connecting to Neptune, and the moon also connecting to Mercury. So sun square the moon. Sun in Leo square moon in Taurus. Again, I've been bringing this up. Our inner children are the ones who are really facing the worth stuff right now. And to be fair, that's where our worth is really built, when we are children. So if you have worth stuff coming up, look to your inner child. If you have inner child stuff coming up, look to worth. Ultimately, they're going to be able to work together and get you through whatever resistance is stopping you at this time. The other thing with that moon opposite Jupiter and Scorpio, bringing to light shadows that need to be processed. Now, this is the third pass that it's making over these degrees. And by the way, it's moved to 14 degrees. It's shifted beyond 13. Well, here we go, the third pass. So it's like, are you getting it? Are you seeing where your shadows are? Are you acknowledging these shadows? And are you able to bring these shadows the light? Are you being able to see the worth in processing these shadows and the work that's also hiding for you beneath the shadows? This is the work right now, and it is deep. Moon connecting to Neptune, that's a really nice connection. It's interesting because Joe today has been in such a dream state. Like he's like, I keep getting sucked into my dreams. I keep getting sucked into this work. And I think that's kind of what's happening. If you are feeling very daydreamy, if you're feeling kind of foggy, go into that meditation, take a nap. See what dreams may come, because they may have some information, they may have some processing for you, they may have some major release for you. Listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid to dig into the fog. Final thing, again, Mercury playing the games. The moon is connecting to Mercury. And again, I feel like ultimately the push into the power of love is by looking at our worth. And a lot of times that could be one of those big barriers, because we've put our worth on something else within ourselves. That could be one of those barriers that's keeping us from where we want to be. All right, so let's look at these cards. I have one upright card. Oop. Slowing down. Be slow. Be steady. Ground in. Find home within yourself, in and through these energies, because it is intense. So turtle energy is reminding us, take it slow, take it easy. You're not in a race. Besides that, oh gosh, I have adventure in reverse, understanding in reverse, awareness in reverse, and comparison in reverse. And what I'm really getting is this may be one of the issues that comes up, the comparison. I think that's one of our biggest blocks to knowing our worth, is that we still are comparing ourselves to others. But the oak tree is not meant to be like the bamboo. The blue jay is not meant to be the cardinal. The Maine Coon kitty is not meant to be the leopard, you know? We have differences, and there's a purpose there. And if you can stop that comparison and embrace yourself as you are, knowing that you are still in a phase of growth and change and shift on your way, on your way to your ultimate imperfection, perfection. If you can embrace that instead of the art of comparison, you're going to feel very much better. But I think we're still blinded in some ways. I think a lot of what blinds us is the shoulds. We get into the shoulds and we forget our sense of understanding for ourselves or for others, because I think we compare others to ourselves. Well, you know, since I did this, you should be able to do that. You don't know what that other person is going through. You never truly know what somebody else is going through and what their experiences are. So all we can really do is take care of ourselves, take away that comparison, and keep working on ourselves. The final card, Adventure. How I take this is, alongside of this, your adventure right now is the adventure of going in, slowing down. Again, all these planets retrograde, it is such a time, a profound time of turning within. So don't be so gung-ho to get everything done at this time. Really let your inner work take the precedence. To finish, now this is interesting. I have the Earth Angel card from the Journey of Love that I always call Beyond Love cards. I did a reading for Patron page, and I got so many angelic support card energies. And this is really interesting because that's what this card is about as well, calling in divine guidance. So it sounds like we need a little support to get through this eclipse corridor energy. Take on the support. Call in your help. I'm going to read this. The oracle brings a message of divine guidance. You have an angel with you, watching over you, assisting you in response to your heart's call for help, love, protection for you and your beloveds. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Keep praying each day from your heart and know you are safely carried on the journey of love. If you have been worrying about a loved one, know that this protection extends to them as well. You are asked to pray more and worry less and allow the loving to be. So, call on that support, because that doubles down on the message that I had on my Patreon, which you can always join by clicking the link below to get lots of extras from me. So that is it for today. Book a reading, GaiaBlooming.com, or email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. The better it gets, and there is enough love in the world for you.